We've been having problem with our conservatory roof. Panels are sliding and they're leaking, and I was looking for a replacement roofing. I had seen an advert on the national paper, The Sun, and I looked at it, and I was quite impressed with replacing it from a normal roofing, like a polystyrene roofing, to a tile roofing. And then it was this company advertising in there with a name or Diamond CO UK. And I decided to give him a ring about August time to give us a price for the roof. That did come round within about 2 or 3 days, the salesman. He gave us the price. We agreed a price. We thought it was a good price. Then 2 or 3 days later, we had a phone call saying a surveyor would come round. He gave us a day. Day come, nobody turned up. I tried to run him back. I managed to get hold of Mr. James Taylor, the owner of the company. He gave me some sort of story about the surveyor had a personal issues and he didn't turn up to work, and he was trying to find another surveyor. He wanted a couple of weeks before he found one. 2 weeks gone by, nothing again. I rang him, I gave him a ring. I managed to get hold of him. He decided, he said he would send somebody round on a Thursday that week. Then on the Wednesday, the surveyor rang and says he couldn't make Thursday, he had to come the same day. I said, fair enough. He come in, he measured up a bit there and then he went. A couple of weeks gone by, we haven't had a thing. I couldn't get a hold of anybody. I was ringing the numbers, all the mobile phone numbers, no answers. I was getting a bit worried then. I tried to ring the salesman that he was actually answering his number. I talked to him about it. He says to me, I'm sorry, Mr. Yanni, but I'm no longer working for him anymore. I left the company. But he says, I tried to help you to find out what's going on. Mm-hmm. Well, he managed to send texts to Mr. Taylor, and he managed to ring him back, and he says to Steve, who was the salesman, I apologize about other people getting in contact with you. He says, I'm going to sort it out. And then Mr. Taylor rang. A few days later, he says, I'll give you a days for coming to fix it, to do the job. It was the 30th and the 31st of October. We took all the furniture out, we stuck them on the living room.
And the garage.
And the garage. The days come up, nobody turned up. I tried to ring him again. I tried every the numbers. It cost me a fortune ringing mobile numbers and no answering. And then I managed to get a number. I managed to get a hold of this. I was ringing this number. He gave me specially personal number to ring him. He answered the number. Now, when the 2 days they gave us in October that gone by and I didn't turn up, I was ringing around, I couldn't get anywhere. No number, nobody's answering the phones, no the surveyor, we had his mobile number, nobody. And what happens, I thought, I'll try something different. I started sending emails to their email address. I sent an email out telling them as far as I'm concerned, I breached the contract. I want my money back. I want my deposit back. If they're not attend, they're going to do the job. I got a reply. I got an email back saying, "Don't worry, Mr. Yanni. I'm going to give you a ring on Monday." That was the email was on the Friday. He said, "I give you a ring on Monday." Monday come up, no phone call. I sent another email to them. I'm demanding, I'm going to take action, if you don't come, refund my money back. Get a reply from the email saying, "I'm sorry, Mr. Yanni, that we haven't able to do your job yet, but we've got so much pile up of work we need to catch up. I need more time." I thought, fair enough, I'll give him more time. I gave him a week. Then I got an email saying, "We will come to do your job, the roof, on the 24th, 25th and 26th of November." We waited. That was three weeks from the day we got the email. And we thought that obviously that could be genuine. We got ready, we got everything out of the conservative, we took everything out, it's all ready.
The last bits.
And then we sat there waiting on the Monday morning, nobody turned up. Tried to ring him, send an email, no reply. Then on Tuesday, we're waiting again. I thought it might be too busy, they might turn up the next day. Nothing happened. Waiting here on a Tuesday, nothing happened. And my surprise, it was a knock on the door, and he said, "Gentleman on the door," and I thought, what was it? I thought it could have been one of them, but it wasn't. It was just a representative of Ever Roofing Limited. I've never heard, to be honest with you, I've never heard them before. I've never come across them. And he told me what it was the leaflet for, what I was canvassing for, doing the conservative roofing. And I asked him in, because I said to him, "We're waiting for a company to come and do our roofing, but I never turned up. Supposed to be coming today, yesterday and today and the next day." And he sat there, we had a chat, I said to him, "I can't really do anything about it now because I'm still waiting for him, and then we are actually going to Australia in the beginning of the year, and now it's not enough time to do it before we go, and so we have to leave it till I come back." And he said he took pictures of the documents of Diamond CO UK, the invoice they give us. On the afternoon, on my surprise, Tony, one of the owners of the Ever Roofing Limited, gave me a ring and said he heard about what happened to me, and Tony says to me, "Give him to tomorrow, the last day, and if they don't turn up, I'll come and see you on Thursday morning, 10 o'clock, and we see if we can come to an arrangement to do the job." Tony turned up on the Thursday on time. We had a chat. I looked at what he was offering. I was very impressed because that was one of the best roofs I've seen, because I've seen other companies roofing. And we come to an agreement and he said I would try to do it before Christmas, and then everything went smoothly. And then because I was being treated badly with this other company, I wasn't wasn't trusting many people, because I was a bit wary, because I think you find I find it really, I feel a bit bad about it because I was con. I should have seen through him, but I didn't. And I went for it, and then I learned the lesson now that don't trust anybody. You have to make a checklist on them to find out if they're any good. But anyway, Miss Tony give me the price. We agree on him. We shake a hand, and then he said to me he'll be here in 2 weeks to come and do it on the 15th of December. They come. Today is the 19th. The job's done, and then I've done a fantastic job. I can't fault them. I can't fault them on any way at all. So I would say, if anybody wants to do their roof,
trust Everroof.
Everroof is the best in the market.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.